When it comes to music and a toddler, you want to make sure that it's safe, that there's nothing they can choke on, and that they get the full experience of different tones, sounds, and musical ability early on in life, that their cause and effect can create music. So there's many different xylophones here, and they each have kind of a good, better, and best behind them. For example, this one here has a handle, and it's on rollers and can be pulled. And the mallet is attached to it, so it cannot be lost. I would say that is a better option than a mallet that is separate from it. This one is on wheels. It's in good condition. It does not have the string for pulling any longer, and I don't see an easy way to fix that. But some of them do have that easy to pull string. It often gets caught up in the wheels. I would avoid strings because things can happen with strings. So most of the time, people cut them off. But this is something that can be rolled around on the floor. This one, it's seen some better days. It has wear and tear. But if your budget does not allow anything different than this, this is a great toy. So even if you're operating on a low budget, the child's not going to know the difference because that is something we learn later in life. And so versus not having a musical instrument, this is a great option, even though it shows some wear. So go ahead and purchase it. If you can find one secondhand and it fits in your budget, definitely get it for your child. You can use a spoon. You can use just, a short piece of wood dowel to make a mallet. This is, if it doesn't come with a mallet, go ahead and buy it. This right here, it has buttons as well as the ability to use a mallet. So that's a good option. This is my only wood option. They seem to be much harder to find, but anytime you can have natural materials, that's a great option. It's not the only option, but out of all of these, it doesn't have the functionality of the buttons. However, it creates different sounds. So if you can have both, great. If you can't, you pick and choose what you want for your child, and that's within your budget. But it creates different sounds, and so having both would be a great option. And then also you have these two options here. This one has more of the primary and secondary colors, and this one has pastels. So I would go with the one that has the early colors, just so you can use those to also teach your child. So they're both the exact same product, different colors. This is the best. This is good. This is best. So I'm going to put the blue one away for now. Great option. It's small, compact. If you're traveling, that's a lot easier option than this big one here. But the big one has more tones to it, more colors on it. Again, the red one has the primary and secondary colors. This one, the colors are not as accurate. So I would say this is the best option, and it has the attached mallet, wheels, and handle. This is heavier, but it also has the keys, like a piano. But I would still say this is the best option of the plastic models I'm showing here. So They have the same amount of keys and tones. This one just has the buttons. So you have more functionality, a little bit less functionality, but you have different sound with wood than you do metal. So you can use the mallet for both. You can use the plastic mallet. Your child will have many hours of play. If you can get both wood and plastic with metal keys, go for it. If you can have an option to rotate that has the buttons, the keys, then great. I would say this one, and this one would be my top choices, so that you can switch them out and they still have an interest in music. For example, you begin with this one. You enter this one for more tones. It's a little heavier, bigger, and then the wood would be for the older child who can take care of it. It's a little more delicate in nature, and they're more expensive. That is the xylophone lesson for today, and we'll also move into other musical instruments.